Joining us now is CBS News political contributor and Democratic strategist, Joel Payne. Joel, good morning.
Good morning.
So I want to read to you a tweet or a post on X that ricocheted around the Democratic Party yesterday from Bernie Sanders. I'm sure you saw it. He said, quote, "It should come as no great surprise that a Democratic Party which has abandoned working class people would find that the working class has abandoned them. First, it was the white working class, and now it is Latino and black workers as well." He goes on to say, American people are angry and want change, and they are right. Is Bernie Sanders right about that, Joel?
Well, I think Senator Sanders diagnoses the problem and maybe the key issue, cross-pressure issue in this campaign, which is the working class. The working class feeling like the economy doesn't work for them, feeling like folks in Washington don't listen to them, and yes, feeling like the Democratic Party is not catering to or engaging them correctly. I think where the disagreement will come is how to fix that. Obviously, there are a lot of competing opinions about how to do that within the party. I think Senator Sanders is going to be one of the thought leaders there, but there will be others. And I think that this will be the beginning of a very fulsome, broad conversation that Democrats need to have, and it's going to be hard and it's going to be tough. But I do think Democrats have done better with working class voters in certain parts of the country and with certain candidates, and so there are a lot of important voices to include there.
Joel, fulsome is my favorite polite word for bitter and acrimonious. It's going to be a tough conversation, I think, in Democratic circles. One of the things I heard from Trump supporters in the room there in West Palm Beach, and they were invite only, and many of them were people of color, and I made a point of going up to them and asking them about their vote, and they said to me that they felt Democrats were over-indexed on race and identity and thought that was what people vote on. And what they say is, no, it's about hopes and dreams, strong family, strong economy, strong future. Do the Democrats need to shift their messaging away from identity and race and toward these other matters?
I think Democrats need to listen to the electorate and also look at what has happened in recent memory. Two things. One, I think Democrats lost two battles this election. One, the battle of, was Donald Trump a good president in his first term? I think voters overwhelmingly believe that he was. I think one of his closing look-back approval ratings was near or over 50%. Versus Joe Biden, who was at 41%. And of course, he wasn't running, but his vice president was. And so voters have that comparison in their mind. And then the second battle the Democrats lost is, was the Biden economy and the Biden presidency good enough, or recovering fast enough and working in their favor? And we lost that conversation as well. So when you lose those two conversations, combined with the fact that pretty much our last 5 presidents have all been some version of an anti-establishment choice. Even Joe Biden was a change candidate, so to speak, in 2020. It's not really surprising when you look at the fallout the Democrats are dealing with right now.
Let's do a little Thursday morning quarterbacking here, Joel. I know you've heard all of the conversation about whether or not this could have had a different outcome for Democrats if they had held a primary. What do you think?
I think when you are dealing with a loss on the proportion that Democrats are dealing with, you have to consider all alternatives. I will say this, though. I don't think that the challenges the Democrats face, particularly at the top of the ticket in this election, were candidate specific. I think that this is candidate agnostic stuff. I think that this is embedded in the Democratic coalition. I think the policies, and I've said this many times here with you all and other places on CBS, I think Democratic policies are popular and work towards the advantage of working class Americans, but the packaging, the presentation, and the messaging clearly is not coming through. And I think that one thing that good Democrats have to do is just listen to voters, listen to what they're telling us, and reform our approach. And I think we're well positioned to do that. I know we're going to talk about folks who are looking at how to do that differently going forward. There are a lot of dynamic young leaders in the party. There are also folks like Bernie Sanders who have strong opinions in the party. And I think that we're in the midst of a family discussion that's got 2 or 4 years to bake.
Yeah. There's also a lot of dynamic young strategists in the party. You're one of them. I really appreciate our conversations over the last few weeks and all your contributions to our coverage. Thank you very much, Joel.
Thank you.